Hi everyone, well school holidays are upon us once more and there are some great activities planned over the coming weeks. The 43rd Agooneree kicks off this weekend with Scouts Queensland will host approximately 46 guests with special needs, disadvantage or disability to spend a week camping under canvas at Baden-Powell Park at Sanford Village. About 326 Scouts, Guides and adult volunteers are going to join those guests to provide a week of those activities. Look, the Agooneree delivers three important outcomes. The first one is that it allows our guests to experience the scouting program. Secondly, it allows the families of our guests the opportunity for some respite. And believe me, that is incredibly important to those families. And the third thing that it does is it provides our youth members the chance to understand what is required to support a young person with special needs, disadvantage or disability. I'm really looking forward to dropping out to the camp and visiting them over the coming week. We've also got the CC Kayaking School being held in Yeppoon, where we've got about 25 youth members who are going to be gaining skills in this particular discipline to support their own development, but also support the program delivery across our branch. Now, I'm not going to get to catch up with them in person, but I hope I might be able to join them virtually for a catch-up. Our performing arts discipline through Rochdale Revue hits the stage at the end of September, where a cast of over 70 talented young people will bring enthusiasm and smiles across the footlights with their biannual performance, and the link for tickets for Rochdale Revue is below. We've also have a number of Leadership Through Adventure Fund journeys that are happening during the school holidays in Tasmania and in New South Wales, so certainly scouting does not stop over the holiday period. We have started the process of articulating specific actions under the strategic plan that will bring to life some of the ideas and the strategies and the concepts to make a real difference in scouting in Queensland. So for example, last week we introduced the new and revised introduction to scouting, and that's for use when a new adult volunteer member joins or considers joining. I'm planning on running an information session for adult volunteers at the Scouts Queensland Centre in October to increase awareness around the volunteering opportunities in scouting. And these actions align to the strategic initiative of increasing our adult volunteers by 20%. I wanted to take some time to highlight a change that's being introduced by the federal government from the 10th of December regarding the social media minimum age. And briefly, this amendment to the Online Safety Act of 2021 seeks to introduce a minimum age, which is 16 years, from which young people can access a social media platform. And look, we are all aware of the significant role that social media plays in young people's lives today. And this change is about continuing to protect young people. For members of Scouting, we need to be conscious that we have many of our young people that already engage both with and through social media. Scouting has in place social media policies, QBSI 4.3, and the Scouts Australia Technology Code of Use to support and create the appropriate engagement framework for members. What I would ask you to consider is where your unit uses social media platform, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, to communicate with members of your unit, you need to be aware that members under the age of 16 will no longer have access to that communication channel. And as such, they may miss some essential information regarding your unit events or activities. So can I ask that you start to consider the communication channels that you currently use and consider how you will ensure your ongoing information is shared with all members of your unit who may be under the age of 16. I mentioned over previous newsletters that we have continued to develop standard activity plans and risk assessments within our adventurous activity disciplines. And I'm really excited to announce that following approval by the Region Commissioners, we will publish in the following plans and risk assessments over the next week in the Chief's newsletter and make them available to you. So simple canoeing, simple kayaking, simple stand-up paddleboarding, snorkeling, hatchet throwing and orienteering. And I'm really looking forward to people making use of those plans. I'm attending the National Youth Program team meeting this coming weekend in Melbourne, where I hope to be able to share some of the feedback and initiatives that we have had over the last 2 terms regarding the youth program. The Badge of the Week concept with a focus on special interest areas is one exciting outcome where we have seen a huge uptake in those badges. And the feedback that we have been getting from you through the app about that's proving particularly useful for us in informing our decision making going forward. So please, thank you for that, and please keep up that great work. For those of you that are heading off on holidays over the next week, 2 weeks, I hope you have a great break. For everybody else, have a great week and good scouting.